day. The end of yesterday's trip is the beginning of today's. So yesterday afternoon we got to Skogafoss waterfall, and there were so many people here. But today I'm literally the only one because we camped just outside of it. So it's about 7:30 or 8 in the morning. It's chilly, but it's so impressive, so cool. And there's birds flying around and sheep. So to enjoy this with not dozens of tourists around is amazing. Socks and chalks. Oh yeah. We showered, got some clean hair. You had to pay for a 5-minute shower, and we split it. So I was in there for 3 minutes and he was in there for 2 minutes. It was far too short. So we're getting packed up. We are leaving the waterfall. We're gonna catch a bus to Reykjavik in a couple hours, and then grab a rental car from there, drive a couple hours into the night, and just kind of see where we end up to camp. Okay, we're at this place. We just got like a yogurt. We're hanging out here before our bus leaves, and this couple came and they each got like a huge BLT and a plate of fries each person, and they only ate the sandwich and they left the fries. You can see it there. But we've taken like 4 trips and we've just like gone and stolen a couple of fries because we're so cheap and hungry. Alright, I don't know what any of this means. What kind is that? What kind is that? I don't know. We're getting a few groceries because we're kind of almost out of food, and it literally costs like $30 to get a sandwich. So we're going to a grocery store. Hey, that's this cheddar and Gouda. So we're just getting a few lunch and snacky foods to get us through the rest of the trip. They are all about their Icelandic yogurt here. I'm impressed. Whoa.
Ooh,
the only reason I married you is because you can drive a manual. It's really handy in foreign countries.
Yeah, that's a great quality.
I know, it really is.
That's actually really good quality. I'm gonna make sure
that's what you're gonna look for.
We are at Vik Beach today in search of puffins. It is so rainy here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that tonight is gonna be our last night of camping. Okay, change of plans. The weather was disgusting in Vik, so we decided to drive along to the ice lagoon, Jökulsárlón, Blue Ice Lagoon or something. It's like this massive glacier that icebergs are breaking off of it, and it's still terrible weather, but we're gonna see if we can see anything. Super cool! Super gross weather, but super cool! cleared up for a minute. So we stopped through Vik on our way back from the Ice Lagoon and walked along the black sand beach, and we saw puffins. They were cute. They're kind of far away, and they were just like on a high cliff and would fly out for like 5 seconds and then land again. A little hard to see, but they were really cute. And then we got to hang out with some horses, which was my dream, and we splurged by getting a little cottage tonight. It's the next morning. The update, the hot tub and the hot showers were not hot. They were lukewarm, so that was disappointing, but we are kind of driving around the south coast today, checking out waterfalls, finding hot springs to hang out in. Right now we're at a waterfall called, Dougie calls it the Laugavegur. Okay, so we were trying to find the volcano that erupted in Walter Mitty. It's like, you actually say it, Eyjafjallajökull. Sure. It's not how it's spelled, but so we were trying to find that, and then we realized that we actually hiked right over it on our Laugavegur trek. So then we didn't look for it anymore because we had already seen it. But now we're walking to a supposedly hot springs, so we'll see how warm the water is.
There needs to be like 5 more before like hot.
So update, it's like lukewarm. It's warm. This spout is super hot, but then it doesn't disperse into the whole pool. So we can't decide if we want to hop in. We've got a brave soul.
Give me some more. Get warmer. My back is frozen and my front is boiling.
Oh wow.
Oh god, give me the water.
I unfortunately can't find it here. Yeah.
So worth it?
Yeah, I had everything on.
What does everyone think about today so far? It's good stuff.
Stellar day.
So we're driving.
It's very clear and beautiful.
It's our last day and we're driving around the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, but we like didn't do a great job looking stuff up, and the weather is bad, you can't see. And everyone just is tired and needs to pee, and so we just pulled off on the side of the road, like in full view of anyone, to drive back, and we all just pee on the side of the road. So far really good. We are at an Airbnb finally, so Tim and I did laundry.
Oh, wait, is that it?
We just,
Wait,
it was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the dryer didn't work, so all our clothes are damp. So that's good. We're moist. And Dougie got up to pee in the middle of the night and knocked over a tin trash can for like 5 minutes straight. She was trying to tiptoe around and made a massacre of that. What else? Oh, the way Dougie pronounces everything. It's Snaefellsnes. She either calls it Snaefellsnes or Snaefellsnes. Alright, we're hiking up a canyon where a half troll, half man lived with his voluptuous and handsome daughters, per the saga. And that's why Tim likes to be. Small fishing village, and this is a statue of the half troll, half man. We're along the water here. There's a little village. Apparently there's some cool rock formations that we're gonna go try to find. Up this little volcano crater thing with a perfect little dip in the middle.
Right, that's must be noon, although that looks like noon.
Wait, so it spins?
I don't think so.
How does it work? So we stopped at Mount Kirkjafell, or the Church Mountain, for Tim because it was in Game of Thrones, which is like the 4th spot we've seen that was filmed in Iceland for Game of Thrones, so that's kind of cool.
Winter is coming.
Look at him go. It's our last chance. Well, Edie and Dougie's last chance to pop in a natural hot spring and try to actually find a warm one. Is it too hot?
Oh my gosh!
Woo! Good news, this one is perfect. It's perfect. That one's way too hot, that one's way too cold, and this one's just right. Alright, we're grabbing dinner. We're finding splurging and spending like 20 bucks per person on dinner for our last night here in Reykjavik. Oh. Schmancy is cute. Skier. Alright, well, we just sprinted to catch our bus. It's our last day here. We are heading to the Blue Lagoon for a couple hours on the way out to the airport, which is like a beautiful bright blue hot spring. So I'm excited for some relaxation before we hit the plane. But what are your thoughts on Iceland?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. What else?
Cold.
So harsh.
How crazy.
10 minutes on?
10 minutes on. Silica mask.
Do I put it on the beer?
I don't know.
What does one do?
Oh yeah.
I think.
I feel like Ace Ventura when he gets snotted on. Oh no!